The ultimate 2026 Toyota RAV4 redesign interior debate. Now, yes, the RAV4 has drastically changed on the exterior and on the interior, from larger screens to Toyota Safety Sense 4.0 to a double layered or double tiered center console, also to a completely new redesigned center console gear shifter and double hinged center storage compartment for the driver and for the passenger. The number one ultimate debate on the redesigned 26 RAV4 has to do with the amount of interior space Toyota has given us with this redesign. The 26 RAV4 actually measures in quite identical to the current 2025 generation Toyota RAV4, with an expected wheelbase of just over 105 inches and an overall length of 180.9 inches. Now, we don't have exact measurements and exact specifications just yet on the 26 RAV4. Also, we don't have pricing. That should come out over the next couple of months, but keep in mind when you're looking at the overall size and length of the Toyota RAV4 2026, the Woodland Edition and the GR RAV4 is expected to be a little bit longer than the other core models and sport grades, and that's mainly to do with the oversized front fascias and rear fascias of the SUV. Now, in terms of interior passenger volume, the Toyota RAV4 is expected to have around 98 to 99 cubic feet of space, but in terms of the headroom and shoulder room, mainly the headroom, this is where the biggest deciding factor over which model and trim is going to be right for you, and it breaks down to one new feature on the 26 RAV4. The RAV4 is expected to have 37.7 inches of front seat headroom, and in terms of the rear headroom, right around 39.5 inches of headroom with 57.8 inches of shoulder room for the passengers. Here's what you want to keep in mind. The rule of thumb is any SUV or vehicle that has a power sunroof generally loses around 1 to 2 inches of headroom. And if you don't believe me, that is absolutely true. Check this out. First of all, everyone, like my 2025 Toyota 4Runner Trailhunter, it is a hybrid powertrain system only. And the same is for the 2026 Toyota RAV4. It's an electrified SUV. So whether you're getting the HEV, which is the THS5 hybrid powertrain system, or whether you're getting the PHEV, the plug-in hybrid, it is a hybrid platform only. If you're a little bit skeptical or worried or not sure exactly how the hybrid Toyota system works or how to care for it, how to maintain it, what to expect, I'm going to leave a link in the description below to an ebook guide that you can get yourself that explains it a little bit further and more in detail. But let's move over to the interior here. Now, one of the reasons why I went with the Trailhunter is because there's actually no moonroof whatsoever. There's no panoramic moonroof and there's no regular moonroof. And to that, I do have noticeably more headroom on the interior of this Toyota 4Runner versus, for example, the off-road premium hybrid. It is definitely a lot more comfortable for me being over 6 feet tall in the interior, because if you see here, the roof of the interior is quite high and kind of bubbles outward, giving you a bit more space. Whereas this would not be the case if it had a moonroof or if it had a panoramic moonroof, because it would have to drop down a little bit, that roof liner, by at least 1 to 2 inches to accommodate for the glass and for the mechanisms that power that panoramic or regular moonroof. And if you thought you're only saving space in the front for your driver and passenger, well, you're wrong, because you're also saving space in the rear for your rear passengers from not having a moonroof as well. That's right. So generally what would happen in the back area here, if you had a power moonroof or a panoramic moonroof, let's say, the roof liner would actually drop down by a few inches to accommodate that glass, to accommodate those moving components and parts that function and operate that power moonroof. So definitely be cautious when deciding which RAV4 2026 model is the right one for you. Some will have no moonroof, regular moonroof, and others will have a panoramic moonroof. Now, here's what we know. There is going to be more than one model that has a panoramic moonroof. Right now, for the 2025 current generation RAV4, the only trim you can get a panoramic moonroof in is when you go with the plug-in hybrid XSE technology package for the 25 RAV4. That's not going to be the case for the 2026. There's going to be multiple models, more than one model that's going to offer a panoramic moonroof, and other trims that are going to offer just the regular moonroof. And keep in mind, if you're a taller person like myself, I'm over 6 feet tall, having the panoramic moonroof or having the regular moonroof even will decrease the headroom by about 1 to 2 inches. So if you're on the fence, try to get yourself to sit inside of the 26 RAV4 when it actually lands early next year, so you can make sure it's comfortable for you as a daily driver or a passenger. Although the panoramic moonroof is a great luxurious feature to have on your new gen Toyota RAV4, it will reduce the amount of headroom that you have in the front and also in the rear due to all those extra layers like I mentioned. So did Toyota make the right move with the new RAV4? Should they have gone smaller? Should they have gone maybe a little bit larger or taller? I'm on the fence. I think this is the perfect combination of size. Anything larger would have leaned too much into the larger SUV category like the Toyota Highlander. A lot of viewers on this channel have been commenting recently on my videos asking if the overall road noise from the current generation, for example 2025 from 2019 model Toyota RAV4 interior cabin noise is going to improve or get better with this all new redesigned 26 RAV4, which is coming very soon, whether it's the core grade, the off-roader being the Woodland edition, or any of those sport grades. First of all, here's one thing to keep in mind. If you want a super quiet interior cabin with regards to the driver experience, passenger experience, you're gonna have to look for two options aside from what I'm going to tell you that is already coming equipped and has already been changed for the new gen RAV4. I'll get to that in a second, so make sure you stay around. But interior cabin noise is drastically reduced when you have two things. One is acoustic glass, which we do use. Toyota does use that on some of our higher trims. For example, some model Toyota Tundras, Toyota Land Cruisers, etc. It hasn't been officially released yet if acoustic glass will be included on the new gen RAV4. Another aspect to keep in mind, a feature that drastically reduces the interior cabin noise, would be active noise control. Models and vehicles like the Toyota Crown Sedan Platinum, for example, and other trims have active noise control. And what that is, it's a small frequency that gets sent out through the interior speakers that actually cancels out any exterior noise from coming inside the cabin, so it's a much more quieter ride. Those two features have not been confirmed yet if they will be on the new gen RAV4, but there are a few other changes that have been confirmed and have been mentioned by Toyota to make it much quieter overall on the interior from the previous generation, so let's review it. Just a quick second before we get to these amazing changes on the new gen RAV4, I just want to stop to say thank you to all of the new and recent subscribers on the channel. As you may have seen from my previous last couple of videos, I've been doing some reviewing and kind of looking at the analytics of this channel and realized that a lot of viewers, like 80 to 90% of the viewers that keep coming back to watch videos like this, are actually not subscribing or are not subscribed at all. But I have seen an increase in subscriptions, so I really appreciate that you guys are hearing the message. If you haven't done so already, please take a second to go down and hit the subscribe button. It would definitely mean a lot to me. All right, so on the foundation of being a more quiet interior on the new gen RAV4, whether we're looking at the entry-level core grade like the LE or the XSE Tech model on the sport grades, which is the almost fully loaded version of the sport grade, the GR would be the highest trim, the foundation of the interior quietness starts hidden beneath the skin. With the bones of the vehicle, Toyota's engineers focused on reinforcing structural rigidity and improving the way the car manages vibration and noises. The 2026 Toyota RAV4 is still based on the TNGA-K platform, but it receives reinforced frame joints and suspension mounting points, which help the car resist flex, squeaks, and rattles. Now, currently, this is not the case for the current generation Toyota RAV4, whether we're looking at the non-hybrid, the hybrid, or the plug-in hybrid, all the way from 2019 to 2025. So that is definitely one big improvement. And to further suppress micro vibrations, Toyota has added high damping adhesive or damping glue and adhesive layers in strategic locations. This new dampener system works by converting small vibration energy that normally would propagate as sound into heat, reducing audible noise within the cabin. So overall, the combined effect is less interior cabin noise, definitely on the 26 Toyota RAV4, regardless of what model and trim you go with, because these are all foundational changes beneath the skin. But we should definitely expect less faint buzzing noises, rattles, and hums that creep in across surfaces and panels within the interior. So these changes overall will definitely help to decrease the interior cabin noise on the new Gen RAV4, but there's other factors that definitely come into play when you're talking about the overall comfort and interior cabin noise, factors like tires, insulation, and overall panel design. And what I mean by this is reducing structure-borne noise is essential, but a lot of what we hear inside a moving car comes from the road, the interface between the tire and the pavement, the wheel wells, the underbody, and other panels. And the 2026 Toyota RAV4, regardless of model and trim, introduces many different strategies to address this. The adoption of high dampening adhesives isn't just for the frame. Toyota uses it in panels, doors, and body joints to help suppress those micro vibrations that cause the audible noise in the first place. And something to mention and keep in mind that by reinforcing chassis mounting points, there's less flex in the suspension bushing locations, which helps reduce the paths through which noise and vibration travel into the cabin. Think of it as tightening the screws so nothing rattles. Door seals, panel gaps, and acoustic seals around the body openings are also likely to be refined, even if Toyota hasn't actually published the exact upgrades of this 26 RAV4 when it comes to the interior cabin noise. Now, one thing I wanted to mention, and it does have to do with an upgrade on the interior of your Toyota RAV4, Toyota Camry, Toyota 4Runner, whatever late model Toyota vehicle you're driving, you can definitely upgrade your interior by getting yourself a set of Lasfit all-weather floor mats, and Lasfit is definitely the sponsor of today's video. Let me tell you about them. Lasfit offers a fantastic alternative with far more interior protection to your interior carpeting and floors of your late model Toyota vehicle, whether it's a RAV4 or something else. They offer a premium TPE material all-weather floor mat that gives you the best of both worlds from both plastic and rubber. There's no strong offensive odors. They're very easy to keep clean and not overly stiff or entirely wobbly. Very easy to install and uninstall, and they definitely have higher edges and tighter cornering around the interior floor liner of your late model Toyota vehicle. They are laser cut to precision to give you an exact custom fit. I'm actually going to go ahead and leave a link in the description below where you guys can actually get yourself a set of custom fitting all-weather floor mats. Delivery and shipping is usually very easily and quick, so you can get further protection sooner. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, what about the powertrain? What about the driving mode considerations when it comes to overall interior or even exterior noise on the new Gen RAV4? Keep in mind one thing, the new RAV4 is electrified only. There's no more combustion only 4-cylinder powertrain system on the new Gen RAV4. So that's already one step up in improvement on overall noise of the new Gen RAV. In the hybrid power plants of the new Gen RAV4, engine operation is smoother and quieter, especially at lower speeds compared to a pure internal combustion engine. This reduces engine noise intrusion during normal driving conditions day to day. The new Gen RAV4 also has very efficient power electronics. For example, silicon carbide semiconductors in the PHEV front axle reduce electrical and motor noise with less hum and less interference. Also, less vibration from the powertrain overall due to better balancing, mounting, and dampening results in lower transmission of that noise into the cabin. Alright, so even with a quieter chassis and powertrain, the interior itself can create or suppress noise based on materials, layout, and how panels interact. but the 2026 Toyota RAV4 gets several enhancements in that domain. The new interior layout is much more cohesive with cleaner integrations of displays, HVAC controls, which reduce fragmented surfaces that could vibrate or rattle. Higher trims use premium materials such as Softex and Bryn Knob microsuede, which tend to damp sound versus other body parts and other plastic materials. And on the interior as well, keep in mind soft touch door panels, patterned surfaces, and better acoustic finishes overall help to absorb noise rather than reflect it like what might be happening on the current Gen RAV. Another thing to keep in mind, some of the new Gen RAV4s will feature the new drive-by-wire system, which has the smaller toggle style gear shifter or gear selector on the interior, which removes mechanical linkages and heavy shifter assemblies, which can definitely also help to reduce mechanical noise and simplify the interior architecture. Everyone, I hope I helped to answer some of your questions or concerns when it comes to overall interior cabin noise or road noise on the new Gen RAV4, regardless of model and trim you go with. Definitely, Toyota has attacked this and has definitely made steps to improve the overall noise on the exterior and definitely on the interior of the new Gen RAV4, even if the new Gen RAV doesn't have acoustic glass and doesn't have active noise control. Toyota has taken steps to make sure that it is a much more enjoyable and pleasant ride for the driver and passenger. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comments section below. I'll catch you all on the next video. Take care.